Hi, this is Ajit, and today we are talking about how to deal with fear. You see, all of us have certain challenges and fears that show up in life and kind of take us down. It kind of limits us and limits our potential all the time. And what I've found is that if we find a way to deal with this fear and to get over this fear, it creates a new dimension for us. It's a new reality all of a sudden that we expose ourselves to that transforms the current reality and of course gives us greater scope and greater vision for the world as we see it. I want to tell you a story about how I first went and conquered one of my biggest fears, which was to jump out of a plane, which probably is everybody's fear, right? To jump off anything. It's a fear of heights. It's like, oh damn, going somewhere really high and then jumping off that, it's scary, and it is. And what happened a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, is where I said, I really don't like the idea that I know I have a fear and I still have it. So I went in and I said, you know what, I have to figure out a way to get over these fears that I have. And so the first thing that I wanted to do was to do something that was a really big fear, but at the same point in time, I knew I can find support for. So I went in and I went to this, I was in San Diego at that point, and I went to this school which teaches you how to skydive, and I went in there and I said, listen, I really want to skydive. And they said, okay, we're going to train you. They trained me for like 5-10 minutes on science and all that kind of stuff. Nothing major, it's super easy because somebody's tied down to you. But the big thing was to be able to get on a plane and actually go fly off. So they had this tiny little plane. It's like one of those movie planes, like the old movies where you have just two-seaters and people are just stuck and there's like one person flying and it literally looks like it can crash anytime, that kind of plane. So we take off from San Diego airport, this little local airport, and as we're going up, I'm going, this is fascinating, this is beautiful, this is such a great view because you can see down and you see the city of San Diego and the ocean, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna fly over Mexico, like almost Mexico, like for a second you will be able to see Mexico. I'll be like, oh, that's great, that's so awesome, I've never done this before. And we are there and I'm enjoying the view and it's beautiful, and you can see the greenery down, and you can see the houses, and you can see the beach and the beautiful ocean, and you are high up in the sky and it looks gorgeous, until they say, all right, so we are at the right height, we are going to jump. And in that moment I realized, why the hell did I sign up for this? I mean, what is wrong with me? You can feel at this point that opened the gate, so you could feel the air gushing in, you could feel at the height you are at, and I was nervous. I was like, I don't know why I signed up for this. And the person before me jumps off the plane, they're shouting, they're scared, and now it's my turn, and I have a person tied to me from behind because this is the instructor, and because I was doing it for the first time, you have to do it with the instructor. So I was there, I was tied to him, and I was like, I was holding both the things, and I was like, I don't think we should jump. It's okay, I will pay you, just take me back. I don't want to jump from here. And he's like, don't worry about it. He's done like, I don't know, 500 dives or something like that, some insane number. And he's like, don't worry about it. I got you. I've done this many times. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. And I'm just holding on to the both things. And he said, listen, don't worry about it. I got you. I have the training for this. I've got your back. All right? And then he takes both my hands, ties it around me, and then he and we fall, and we start to fall. And he says, and I start to scream. Of course, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what the hell? We are going to die, because it's a free fall, and free falls are bad. I mean, if you've not done it. He tells me, okay, Ajit, no, listen, look straight up front. And I look straight up front, and it's beautiful, beautiful horizon, and everything is just beautiful. And then we go in and we do the parachute thing, and we land, it's beautiful. I'm like, this is the best experience ever. I'm past my fear. And then I did bungee jumping after that and all the crazy stuff. But the point of it is, fear has a weird connection with us. Fear is only there till the time you actually are close to doing it. It's the highest when you're close to doing whatever that you're scared about. And then once you're past that, the fear just disappears. Because fear is only present when you're about to take action, because you now know you are risking life or whatever that situation is. But once you're in the situation, we as human beings, as bodies, our minds are so wonderful and so amazingly crafted that once you're in the state which you were always scared about, your mind finds a way to work through it and find the beauty in that, right? So how to get over fear, the steps are very simple. First of all is identify the fear. Know what you're scared of. Are you scared really of skydiving, or are you scared of dying, right? So once you know what you're scared of, you will be able to kind of comprehend the situation a little bit differently. Second is to be able to say, listen, I am scared of this and I need to get over it. That was my process. I said, if I'm scared of something, I know this is my fear, I got to face it. Then you go ahead and you face it and say, okay, this is the fear and I'm going to go deal with it. Step 3 is to find help to get past the fear. Like I found an instructor because I knew if I would go and try to jump all by myself, I'm probably going to die. So that would have been just stupid. So I went in and I found help. I said, hey, listen, I want to get to do this. And then I just got help. I got an instructor to help me out with it. Then lastly is to actually go into it, is to actually go ahead and take that action and move past that, and knowing that you've got all the help you needed. You know it is just a fear, it's not the truth. It's just a fear because of the conditioning, because of situation, because of fight or flight. It could be many reasons, but whatever that is, but it's just fear and you can conquer it. While you do it, you will understand how beautiful it is when you actually go past the fear. It was wonderful for me when I jumped off a plane. It was wonderful for me when I dived into an ocean. It was wonderful for me every single time I've got on stage and I've been scared about it. Once I'm past that, it is such a bliss. So get over your fears.